Today I'm going to share on some secular topics. And I'm starting with the 8 types of Greek love. There's eros, which is romance. It's like passionate lust, pleasure. Involves the frightening loss of control through primal impulse to procreate. Intense form of love arousing romantic and sexual feelings. Then we have philia, which is platonic. It's like without physical attraction, affectionate, friendship. And then agape, which is selfless, universal. It's strangers, nature, God, unconditional, bigger than ourselves, boundless compassion, and infinite empathy that you extend to everyone. Then we have storge, which is familial love. It's protection, protective, like kin-based, tribal, common with parents and kids or community neighbors, even sports, team allegiance, or patriotism to a country. We have mania, which is obsessive, attachment, stalking, codependency, extreme jealousy, even violence. Then we have ludos, which is playful, younger, new lovers, joyful, curious, crush. We have pragma, which is enduring, commitment, understanding, long-term best interest built on that. It's aged, mature, and with compromises that help the relationship work over time. And it includes patience and tolerance. Then we have, finally, philautia, which is self-love, learning to care within. It's a foundation for self-esteem, self-worth, self-valuing, also known as the ability to appreciate ourselves and therefore appreciate others. This is the friendly feelings for others being an extension of a man's feelings for himself. And because it's Tisha B'Av, which is a day of mourning for the God's temple, we don't really learn Torah today. But I will say that in Torah we say, do not do unto others what you do not want done unto you, or treat your fellow as yourself. And the final one here brings it all together, which says, self-love. When we can love our original true self, the way that God made us, we will love with feeling others. And now I'm going to go through a list of phobias. This is kind of a backwards way of bringing gratitude for whatever phobias you don't have. This is a list. Obviously, someone could come up with more. So we have urophobia of urination, virginitophobia of rape, xenophobia of strangers. Phobia means fear of, right? So we did love, and now we're doing phobia. Thanatophobia of death and dying, tachyophobia of pregnancy and childbirth, acluophobia of darkness, acrophobia of heights, acrophobia of open high places, agadiophobia of insanity, agoraphobia of crowded public open unsafe places, anginophobia, fear of choking, anuptophobia of staying single, astrophobia of stars or celestial places, aphenphasmophobia of feeling touched, of being touched, ataxophobia of disorder or untidiness, aphazagoraphobia, being forgotten or ignored, atachinophobia, failure, atelophobia, imperfection, autodysmophobia, having a foul odor, automatinophobia, dummies or wax structures that falsely represent a sentient being, autophobia of being alone or oneself, automissophobia, being dirty, barophobia of gravity, bathophobia of depth, batophobia close to high buildings, cancerphobia of cancer, cardiophobia of heart, carnophobia of meat, catagalophobia of being ridiculed, catabitophobia, jumping from high or low places, chemophobia of chemicals or working with them, chorophobia of dancing, chromatophobia of money, chronophobia of time, clithrophobia of being enclosed, coitophobia of coitus or sexual union, cypritophobia of STDs, decidophobia of making decisions, dermatophobia of skin lesions, demophobia of crowds, dyshabiliophobia, undressing in front of someone, dysmorphophobia of deformity, dystachyophobia of accidents, and metaphobia of vomiting, dorophobia, fur skins of animals, erythrophobia of blushing, ergophobia of working, erotophobia of sexual love or sexual questions, urotophobia of the female genitals, tomophobia of surgery, traumatophobia of injury, tyrannophobia of tyrants, zeusophobia of God, febrophobia of fever, gamophobia of marriage, galatophobia of being laughed at, glossophobia of speaking in public, hatophobia of hell, helminthophobia of worm infestation, heterophobia, opposite sex, hoplophobia of firearms, hylophobia Hyelophobia of glass. Cacoraphiophobia. Cacoraphiophobia is failure or defeat. Catagalophobia of ridicule. Katsaridophobia of cockroaches. Lachiophobia of childbirth. Malaxophobia of love play. Mastigophobia of punishment. Meningitophobia of brain disease. Merinthophobia is bound or tied up. Malismophobia of contamination. Monopathophobia is definite disease. Musophobia is mice. Necrophobia is death or dead things. Neopharmaphobia of new drugs. Nosophobia, becoming ill. Obesophobia, gaining weight. Odnisophobia, pain. Omphalophobia, belly button. Ophthalmophobia, of being stared at. Panthophobia, suffering a disease. Pediculophobia, of lice. Patriophobia, heredity. Peniophobia, of poverty. Philomophobia, of kissing. Phasmophobia, of ghosts. Philacrophobia, becoming bald. Philophobia, of falling or being in love. Pneumatophobia, spirits. Nigophobia, being smothered. Panigophobia, being smothered. Rectophobia, disease of rectums. Quadriplegiphobia, becoming quadriplegic. Scabiophobia, of scabies. Sclerophobia, bad manner burglars. Scotomaphobia, of blindness. Soteriophobia, dependence on others. Spaceophobia, outer space. And taniophobia is tapeworms. Taphiphobia, of buried alive. Tapinophobia is being contagious. And teratophobia, being a deformed monster as a child. And I'm going to switch here to Brenee Brown. She talks about the manifesto of the brave and brokenhearted, that there's no greater threat to the critics and cynics and fearmongers than those of us who are willing to fall. Because we've learned how to rise with skinned knees and bruised hearts, we choose owning our hearts of struggle, over hiding, over hustling, over pretending. When we deny our stories, they define us. When we run from struggle, we are never free. So we turn toward truth and we look it in the eye. We will not be characters in our stories, not villains, not victims, not even heroes. We are the authors of our lives. We write our own daring endings. We craft love from heartbreak, compassion from shame, and grace from disappointment. Courage from failure, and showing up is our power. Story is our way home. Truth is our song, and we are the brave and brokenhearted. We are rising strong. And I will end here and continue with maybe more of the traditional, more Torah-related or, spiritual topics that I usually share. Just today is a mourning day for the two temples, God's sanctuary being on earth, being destroyed with fire, with unclean animals, and a lot of other things. And other things that happen over time after that. On that date, it's like a cycle of time. It's a day that from last night till tonight, and the 3 weeks leading up to today have also been lessening joy. For example, that's why I haven't tweezed the hairs on my face. Most Jewish people in the last 9 days don't do laundry, don't really shower unless it's like a quick hokey pokey, stick your right foot in, stick your left foot hand in, and a lot of other things. We don't do dancing, we don't play instruments for this time, and it's ending tonight. And then tomorrow morning we all take a bath. I tweeze this, I change my linen. It's been a time of rebirth of renewed energy of the Mashiach consciousness in the world. Thank you. Be well. Bye.